how nice did it feel to punch Chris Ashton?
I did a 200 kg in 1 rep max, a bench. I think I was 18.
Do you remember when you dump tackle me in the Prem final, mate? First minute, yeah, dropped me on my head.
Don't jump off the boat.
He can drink that fella.
Was it true he got tear gassed once because he wouldn't get off a team bus? Welcome back to Hits Different. We've got 22 questions with arguably probably one of the greatest players I ever played with and the worst person to play against. Manu Tuolangi's on the show. Chief!
Two kind boys.
Okay, Chief, 22 questions.
Okay.
Number 1, who is the toughest out of the Tuolangi brothers?
Definitely Henry, I'd say.
Was it true he got tear gassed once because he wouldn't get off a team bus? Is that right?
It probably was, yeah. being in the Leicester bus, anything could happen.
Amazing.
Chief, favourite tackle that you've done in rugby?
Do you remember when you dump tackle me in the Prem final, mate? First minute, yeah, dropped me on my head.
But Deej is a legend, though. He helped me with my case after, and thank God.
That's a smart business decision that was from me, Chief. When they said to me, "Do you want to cite Manu?" Absolutely not. One of my favourite moments of all time in my life, and I think most people's. How nice did it feel to punch Chris Ashton?
No. Oh, no, what a legend, man.
So many people would love to pay to do it, isn't there?
Oh, mate, it was so good. Every time it comes back up, I love it.
I remember I first come into the England setup, and after Ashy, I punched Ashy. And it's funny, man, I sat down, said hello, the boys had lunch, and I come sit down, and Ashy's come sit down. Ashy's like, "Why do you do it, mate?"
Why did you do it?
He wore it well. Best thing about the whole thing is he got yellow carded for
Getting punched.
getting filled in. So good.
Chief, what's your favourite England moment? I feel like it probably won't be something on the pitch for you. It'll probably be something off the pitch, wouldn't it?
Probably that 2012 game. Yeah, or probably getting the final. 2019. One of those.
Is there a, you touched on that 2012 game, obviously the one that you burst onto the scene from. What moment for you in that game? Is there something that properly stands out in that game as?
I remember we did an analysis on how New Zealand play. There's always a second phase where at that time they did like a wraparound with the back rowers, and the one I intercepted, we're like, right, this is what they do. We've seen this. I can see this now. So I thought, when you do your homework and stuff and it comes out, it's a nice feeling. I remember that about that game.
You and your brothers occasionally took vengeance on a few people for going against you. I'm thinking about Nick Bendenon. I know Bendy's coaching you now, which is amazing, the Bayon. But is there anybody that really annoyed the Tuolangis?
No. It's funny because when I first came to Bayonne, the boys played the video of Nick. But now, I think everyone after that, they're like, "Oh, what did Nick do to you?" I was like, "Nothing." Like we were just like there.
Just toying with him.
Wrong time, wrong place, wasn't it for him? That was all.
But the boys said, "Oh, no." Like for us, like the game is the game. Like he done the game, it's done. Like it's nothing.
He was done, mate. Yeah, he was done for a long time.
Signed in France shortly after it, didn't he?
Strongest player you've ever played with or against, Chief?
He's Joe Marlock. I watched him do his weights. Like just casually squatting 200. I'm like, no, thank you, mate. I'm like, that is enough for me. I don't need to do any weights now. Joe Marler's done weights for me.
You went through a stage, definitely your career, that you weren't allowed to do weights because you got too big. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Just fitness in the morning. Probably 7:30 in the morning instead of on the Mondays. I just do running fitness instead of weights. Just to maintain the body weights. We used to do, because in the academy you used to do weights every day.
Yeah.
So when I look back, I was a lot bigger, and I was playing 116 in the academy.
Chief, at your strongest, just for the viewers, can you give an idea what you might have been shifting? I know you don't like to say these numbers, but like what do you think you'd have been pushing out at your strongest?
No, we did. We used to do weights every day, 4 days a week in the academy. We did a testing. I did a 200 kg in 1 rep max, the bench, and 210 on the squat, 1 rep max. I think I was 18. Our last year of the academy. That's the last time. I mean, that was the last year I did weights then.
That's how it done, 18.
Completed weights at 18.
Because he joined the academy at 12 years old, that's why. And he was playing first team at 14.
Oh,
Who's the fastest player you played with?
As Johnny May. That guy is an unbelievable professional. But you see the way he chased the ball, not once, not twice, not every time. Boom. That's why we got to keep resting the Ferrari sometimes.
Who's the player with the weirdest sense of humour?
With no sense of humor, I'd say Tom Curry. Hey, sorry, cousin. Yeah, probably Ben Curry.
Yeah.
And Tom Curry would agree with me. He's weird, that guy.
What's your French like currently? And if you can answer that back in French, we'll perfectly understand.
Yeah, je parle un petit peu français. Only speak a little.
Très bien.
You bet you know how to order a glass of red wine, though, don't you?
My favourite saying is pas possible. Pas possible.
What's the best initiation you've seen?
Luckily, not the shave your hair like Gloucester. Aki, did you have to shave your hair, Aki?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was lucky it came back. I don't think it'd come back now. And you boys, mate, you touched the back of the bus every now and again as well, didn't you?
That was a good game, that. It's good. Sometimes you just like do it as a warm up for the game, or a cool down.
Chief, just explain that. So you used to, it was almost like a rite of passage, was it, at Leicester? As a young lad, you have to fight your way to the back of the bus and touch the back. Is that right?
Yeah.
And there's no holds barred. What happens?
No, the free for all.
It's always harder when you throw a few Tuolangis back there. That, isn't it?
It's building culture. It was a very successful team. It clearly was. It was building a lot of culture at the time.
Yeah. Did anyone try and go like under the seats, Chief, and like squirm their way through?
Yeah, the boys had tried everything, but it's the boys. You can't let them back there.
Incredible.
Manu, which player from your career would you least like to have a fight in a boxing match?
I say Genji. He is an animal. So,
God, that'd be a good fight, wouldn't
it? You don't want to get stuck with him.
Chief, so many people feared playing against you. Did you ever fear anybody that you were going to come up against?
I think, like, for me, all the opponents is the same for me. I always prepare the same. I never underestimate anyone because for me, regardless of who I play against, I just got to do my stuff where I know. For me, it's like contact. For me, it's not about losing that contact. It's if you went into it 100% or not. Like if I go into 100% and I get smashed, for me, I'm giving it all. But if I go into it and get smashed, but I knew that I didn't go commit to it, then I'll be pissed off with myself.
Chief, only a couple to go. If you could advise a young Manu of 2011, what would you say to him? Don't jump off the boat, that sort of thing. You could go back to 2011. What would you be saying to a young Manu at the start of his career?
I would definitely, say enjoy it, but not that much. Definitely not like that, not too much. I'd definitely say maybe learn the game, be a student of the game, and look after your body.
Chief, final question. Who's the biggest party animal in world rugby?
Biggest party animal? I remember Big John de Villiers when he first came to Leicester. And I messaged him, "Oh, John, what are you up to?" He's like, "Oh, nah, just got here." He's like, "Oh, happy days. Send me your address, I'll come pick you up." And got him, went to the next to our house in the pub, and a few more days after that, and he said, "I'm never coming with you again." But every now and then we have a chat, and he still remembers. So, what a legend! He can drink, that fella.
Oh, Chief, you are an absolute legend, mate. Thank you for joining us on Hits Different. It's great to see you loving life, brother. Take care, man.
Thank you so much for having me, boys.